Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmissions, Advanced Technology Institute, and American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show at 757-866-2192. That's 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palash.
Happy Saturday, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I am your host, Dave, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb. And, of course, Cameron's doing all of our technical work for us. It is a long morning so far, gentlemen. I was up very early. We are out at Cars and Coffee in Virginia Beach, hanging out with DIY's panel van. We were handing out cupcakes and monsters this morning for breakfast.
You didn't bring any cupcakes in?
They were gone. No, everything's gone. We got everything was gone. We had nothing left except for 2 monsters left, and Cameron took one and I took one. That was it.
I'm actually sitting here drinking it right now. Thank you, DIY.
Yeah. So it was a good event. A lot of people out there. Man, I like when I go out to the events. I like when the weather's great, like it was today. It started off nice and cool this morning, so it was good weather. There was a lot of people out there. I got to see a lot of friends and talk cars and talk with people and stuff, and so a good event to be out. And they gobbled up the cupcakes, they gobbled up the monsters.
Oh, the monsters!
We were handing out koozies and lanyards and all kinds of stuff this morning.
Do you know what monster was the best?
Which one?
Which one was everybody taking?
Everybody was taking the rehabs.
No rehab.
Everybody liked the rehabs at first until those were gone.
Yeah.
So rehab is the breakfast of champions, apparently.
What flavor is it?
There's a bunch of different flavors for rehab.
You have peach tea, lemon tea, half tea.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, they're just basically like all teas and everything.
But hey, if you
sponsor us, Monster.
Hey. But hey, if you guys missed this event, go ahead and I told you guys last week. I'll tell you again. Get your notebooks out and make some notes. So next week, next Saturday, I am going to be out. Next Saturday is going to be the 12th. Yeah, 12th, right? Yeah. So 12th. Yeah.
Wait, next Saturday?
Yeah, that should be next Saturday, right? It's the 12th.
Well, today's the 5th.
Yes, there you go. Right, so it's the 12th. I'm going to be out
I thought today was Thursday. Okay. Totally forgot.
Let Cameron get that in. You ready? So next Saturday is going to be the 12th, and I'm going to be out at AAA Corporate Center. So we're going to be out there. It is October Car Care Month, guys. So you got to make sure that you guys come out and see me. So I'm going to read this off to you so I don't get anything wrong. So if you guys did not know, and now I'm telling you, I think everybody knows, but maybe not, AAA has 6 car care centers. That's right, 6 across Hampton Roads. So, and we're going to be out there. We're going to be celebrating with them the October Car Care Month. They're going to have a car care clinic out there. They're going to be doing vehicle checks. They'll be doing free tire and battery checks. They're going to do a senior car fit. They're going to do a kid's car seat fit. There's going to be food out there. It's going to be fun. There's going to be prizes. This is all free. You do not have to be a AAA member, but it's all partnered up with AAA and Napa. We're going to be out there and going to be set up. We're going to be giving away prizes. Come out and see me. I tell you guys all the time that you guys miss out on bets. Everybody's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be out there because you didn't tell me enough. So I'm giving you plenty of time. Write it down. We're going to be out there. It's going to be Saturday. There's no reason not to come see me. We'll meet in the morning. We're going to be out there from 9 until 1. So from 9 until 1, we're going to be out there. We're going to be set up. Come out and see us. And as an extra bonus, Cameron's going to be out there as well. As an extra bonus, because Monday is a holiday, I'll be out at Car Masters on Monday, and I'll be out there from 12 until 4 over in Norfolk at Little Creek. And we'll be set up there. We'll be having a customer appreciation day. Once again, we'll be doing food and drinks over there. I have a 65-inch flat screen 4K TV and some other stuff. We'll be giving away some prizes and stuff. All you got to do is come see me, drop your name in the bucket, and you can win some stuff over there as well. So 2 different events. We're going to be giving a bunch of stuff away. No reason not to come see me. I tell you guys, I always have some really cool prizes, so you guys have no excuses. So write it down. Make sure that you get up and you come see me at both those events. Show up and just say, hey, Dave said come see me. I had a chance to win some prizes. We'll get you guys entered in and get you guys a chance to win. So you have no excuses. You guys have heard it now 2 weeks in a row. I've told you, I'm going to put some posts up during the week and remind you guys as well, but no reason not to come see us.
Look, and if you don't need a TV, I got the perfect spot to put one.
Yeah, you can win it and you can give it to Cameron. There you go. You can win it and give it to Cameron. Now, I think Cameron's got plenty of TVs. Don't let him fool
I
you.
got plenty of TVs.
He's got plenty of TVs.
Definitely.
Do not let him fool you.
I do too. I mean, I really don't. I would take it, but
Right.
I don't have a
Well, a
need.
65-inch 4K TV is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, just if I win something, I give it away. I am.
Well, this funny thing is I've won a lot of things, and I've turned around and given them back away on the show because I'm like, I already have this, so I give them back away to people. So, yeah, do not forget the 12th AAA Car Care event. So we're going to be over there. Corporate office. It's on Virginia Beach Boulevard, 5366 Virginia Beach Boulevard. Everybody knows where it is, right next to the Haynes. You can't miss it. Come see me and say, hey, Dave said I can win some stuff. Come see us. And like I said, also don't forget one other chance to win. You can be over there at Car Masters over there off of East Little Creek Road. Come see us there as well. Do not forget. So there it is.
Columbus Day.
Yes. Yep. Most people have Columbus Day off. Not everybody, but most people do.
It's hard to believe. Seems like we just had Columbus Day.
It seems like we're rolled back around. So, what do you got?
I was going to ask you a question, actually.
All right, go ahead. Ask me a question.
So, when you're driving in the car, you got your radio blasting and everything, and you hear the ads come across, and it's the guy, and he's like, do you want to win some tickets? Do you ever call?
Yeah.
You call? You call?
Yeah, I mean, not all the time, but I do.
Or if you win, like, some gift cards or anything, do you call?
Well, here's the thing. I always have tickets to a lot of things, so then I feel like guilty, like calling other people and stuff, because I always have tickets to things, but I do call sometimes.
Well, what do? I called in.
And what'd you win?
I won a Hooters gift card from some guy named Alan.
Oh, Alan. Got you
yes.
got you a gift card, did he?
I definitely have to shout him out.
Did you feel bad for winning it, though? That you won Alan's stuff?
I did feel bad because it was on the Facebook Live, and I did feel bad because he was like, you won, and I'm like, oh, I know Alan. I'm like, the radio show knows him, and I'm like, but it's a Hooters gift card.
and a man's got to eat.
Well, the man was talking about those Tuesday unlimited wings from Hooters, and we're not sponsored by Hooters, but they do have unlimited wings, and I really want to try them out. So I'm going to go.
We're talk radio. Alan does music, and I think Alan's a great guy. I listen to his when he's on all the time. So
he plays the good music we like too.
Yeah, he does. So we've been parked next to him at a couple different events that we've gone to at the same time. So yeah.
1966, starting in 1966.
Really?
A local radio station would always give away turkeys.
Turkeys.
All you had to do is listen to the radio, and you
win a turkey.
You heard the sound of a turkey going gobble gobble.
Really?
Yeah, and you had to be the 6th caller
to win a turkey.
To say gobble gobble,
and you won a turkey.
Did you have to say like
Did
gobble
you have
gobble?
To say like gobble gobble?
No. You just had to call. You had to be the right caller. But when you heard the turkey sound, and I was so young at the time that I figured that they took you like they called it turkey shoot. And I thought you really went out and shot it.
That's so weird.
I never won. The whole point is that was kind of the way.
I remember the first thing I won on the radio. I won a set of movie tickets. Was the very first thing I won. It was like the only thing I won for like the longest time. It was a movie. I think it was called Blades of Steel, and I was like. I thought it was like sound like a really cool movie, and then I found out it was like some love story, and I was just like, well, I got robbed.
I won.
Not if they were free.
I won the Something in the Water tickets. I gave them away.
Oh, well,
did you?
Yeah.
I'd have sold them.
See, I'm not that type of person, though. I got them for free. I'm not going to make money off of it.
So anyway, let's get back on track. Car stuff. That's why you guys tuned in. All right. So anybody seen the videos the Tesla videos. I should say the Tesla.
You talking about the new feature where it can drive towards you?
Yes. Has anybody seen the videos?
It would
Yes.
drive towards you. No,
Yeah, they have the summons video. Okay, so first of all, let me back up, guys.
Come here, Tesla.
I talked about this 2 years ago, and I got laughed at. I got more emails, and I got texts. People going, "That's never going to happen."
I
It was
remember.
2 years ago. Cameron remembers.
I re-
So we got a bunch of emails and a bunch of texts, and people are like, "That's never going to happen. That's so far in the future." And I don't know why I did that voice, but I did.
Just to say it, let's say it again. I told you so. I think
I
that's
told
like
you
the
so. All
seventh
right,
time.
right. It's I told you so because, and I get these emails. We talk about it all the time on the show. I get these emails all the time where people are like, "Oh, Dave, that's never going to happen," or "That's so far in the future that we don't
Or
even have
why
to
are
worry
you
about that."
lying to people, telling them this is going to happen when it's not like
Right.
till 30 years away?
Right, and here we are, 2 years later, and they have a feature where you summon your car. You remember the conversation? I know you remember this conversation from 2 years ago where you basically summons your car and it comes from a parking spot and comes to you.
Yeah, I don't remember it being called summons.
It was, and they didn't have a name for it back then, but it's what it's, you summons your vehicle and it comes out of the parking spot to you because you're lazy to go get your car.
Yeah, it
Okay.
would park itself too.
Right. Okay. So that was all right. So Tesla has it. They activated it. They've had it for a while. They finally activated it. Well, it's not going right. It's driving over the curbs and driving through the grass, and
It's going to come to you no matter where
yeah,
you're
right,
at.
right. That's the problem. So it's going to come to you no matter where it is. They have it like. They have videos of the car like crashing it. They're dragging itself down like parking columns and stuff, and it's damaging the car. So it's okay. So it's here, but it's definitely not perfected by any means.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so there's videos. Go check. If you guys haven't checked them out, and I'm sure you had. If anybody's been watching the news, we've spent a week of seeing videos. I mean, every news media outlet has covered it so far, and it's funny videos. I mean, look. I'm a Tesla fan, so don't get me wrong for all the Tesla guys, because I have a bunch of Tesla fans that listen to the show. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Tesla, and I think that they take the blunt of every joke and everything because they're always on the cutting edge of being the first to try everything almost. So we're going to have some growing pains, obviously, but you got to admit, guys, even being Tesla drivers, the videos are kind of funny, especially some of the memes that people have done or some of like the funny videos that people have like laid the words over.
That's
So
what I
like,
was just
oh,
about
no.
to say. A video came across YouTube like about 4 days ago, and the guy's like, "Look, Mom, look what I can do!" And he hits the button, and the car just starts rolling forward. And he's like, "Wait a minute, it's not stopping! It's not stopping!" And it just literally crushes the whole side of the car into the fridge. He's like, well, now I can't open up the fridge and get myself a drink.
Well, I saw the funny joke. They're like, great. Now you can have drunk people. They're going to summon this car while they're sitting in the casino at the slot machine. You know what I mean? And it's like had like a little cartoon, like the car like coming through like the front casino doors and kept driving right up to like the slot machine for him. And then I start thinking, I'm like, well, that probably could be a possibility because I could just see somebody drunk and someone's in their car while they're sitting at the slot machine.
Think about it. Your car gets mad at you because you're like, all right, hit the summons app, and you're like, goodbye, Cheryl, goodbye. And it's like, your car's like, oh my gosh, how long are you going to be? You get in and the radio starts talking to you.
No, I just think it's funny because, you know, we've talked so many times on the show, so many things that we have said it's coming, and people are like, no, it's not, and then it's here, and, you know, so I don't know, I always find it funny.
When you wake up tomorrow, you will see flying cars out your window.
Well, I got something else in the news this week.
Oh, is it about flying cars?
That we were just talking about, and I said you guys are probably going to think this is goofy, but I've been doing this for years. And then, sure enough, on Wednesday, pop up on my phone, people are selling them. Now, it's not exactly, but it is the same concept. So I was just like, who's listening to me? That's what I want to know. Is like somebody's obviously just listening. They're like, hey, Dave had a really good idea.
There's a lot of things we say on the radio
that becomes like for sale or becomes like technology. That keeps happening to us. It's just weird.
That is true.
know.
The time that it's been on, I remember it.
In 4 years that we've had this show, there's so many things that I've like, we should create this. And then before you know it, someone's created it. So either I'm just thinking in line with people, or I don't know. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say I had some really great
At
ideas.
least put us in the side, say thought by.
You know, the car vending machine is the one that keeps popping back in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yep.
How much we made fun of that.
Yeah, and now it's
And now it's really being used.
well. Look, there's
There's a big coin, too. They send it in the mail.
Look, on this, I got to take a commercial break. But on this note, if Shale She Shed has you thinking, well, definitely the car driving all over the place into people's yards because you summoned it because you were too lazy to go get your car a parking spot will have you thinking too. And on that note, I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Something really cool happened in 1975. And no, it wasn't the beginning of the disco era. Congress passed the Magnuson-Moss Act, so you don't have to take your vehicle back to your dealer to keep your vehicle manufacturer's warranty in effect. Our Napa Auto Care Center uses the proper replacement parts and procedures to keep that warranty valid. Visit our independently owned Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, you asked for it and I delivered. Check out our all-star team of automotive specialists at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today, or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars on WKQA Freedom 1110. And
Hello,
let's not forget about our friends over there in Richmond at 820. So I'm laughing because Cameron was trying to blow my mind on the commercial break with some theory, and then the coin trick, and then Larry took it and ran with it.
Not a coin trick.
So I'm telling you, some of the things that happen on commercial break, I always tell you guys, this is crazy.
Address the coin. Hello, coin.
All right. So
how you doing, heads?
Here's some things. I told you guys that some of the things we talk on the show become reality, and sometimes very quickly. So do you guys? I want to say it was last week or the week before that we were talking about. I felt that the Me Too car had changed. Do you guys remember that conversation?
We were both talking about that because I said it was last week, and I said the Me Too changed to the Challenger.
Correct. So you're right.
Am I?
So right. So we were having the conversation. Cameron and I were talking. It just feels like, okay, so if you guys don't know what the Me Too car is, it's always been my joke that, and don't look, I know I'm going to get hate mail because this is another topic that I always get hate mail on. I have called the Mustang the Me Too car forever. If you've never listened to the show or you haven't been paying attention when I address this topic, let me tell you why I call it the Me Too car. You ready, Cameron?
Yep.
I got a Mustang.
Me too.
I just put on a brand new spoiler.
Me too.
I just put on the brand new wheels that came out.
No way, me too.
And I just got the supercharger for it.
Are you talking about that one that was just on Amazon?
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. So now you know why I call it the Me Too car. All right. Because it just seems like everybody had a Mustang and everybody did the same modifications to it for the longest time. So you never had anything original because everybody just did everything you did. So I called it the Me Too car. Well, Cameron and I have hit quite a few car shows lately, and we noticed that at the car show, more and more of the Challenger have starting to show up. And it's like every time I turn around, there's a row of Challengers. And I went, Cameron, do you feel like, and before I could finish my sentence, Cameron said
that the Challenger is becoming the Me Too car? Yep.
Yep. So it was a long conversation him and I had for a couple hours about it. Well, officially this week, Challenger has outsold the Mustang and is now officially the new
Me Too.
Me Too car.
That's right.
And what also came out this week about the Challenger, those yellow plastic guards you guys keep putting on your splitters, the designer is telling you guys to take them off, and because you are not, he is now changing the color to purple, so you guys can't start that trend.
Well, here's the thing. So they were actually only put on for shipping.
They were only put on for shipping.
That's
they
right.
have
But people have left them on. Here's the thing.
They're supposed to be dealership taken off because they're put on a certain way, and they have to be taken off by a certain tool.
Right.
What are they there for?
They're there for shipping.
To protect the material from fading and the paint from fading.
Okay. And for getting chipped and cracked and stuff during shipping. So that's why they put them on.
And they're leaving them on.
I had a whole conversation about this, and I don't remember everything, but I always thought that it was, when I first saw it, I was like, well, that's cool. I was like,
they added some color.
They added some color. And then I got up close and I realized that they were just a clip on the corner. And that's when I saw them being transported.
It didn't really belong there.
No, it was for shipping, but everybody has left them on. And it's kind of just come like a styling cue for the car. A lot of people just left them on. But they're really, truly just there for shipping.
And the designer has done an interview and is now telling people, please take them off. They're not meant for the car, and they can actually ruin the paint on your splitter if left on.
But people are going to they're still going to leave
Yep,
them.
so now they are changing them to purple to try to do a different color to offset the car.
Well, I'm just telling, but people are going to leave them on because the yellow didn't look good. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't look good. It just, yellow was such a odd color, and so purple's just going to be, well, purple purple actually look better.
I'll call it. I can already see the purple and black coming. The purple is they're going to do a purple and black wave.
You know what? Somebody will find a way to pop it off, and they'll put purple on one side and yellow on the other.
Make them plaid, and that'll solve the problem.
Well, they're selling them.
That actually probably look pretty cool.
But no, nobody.
The article basically said people are now taking them off
and selling
them online.
Really?
For lots of money, actually.
And doing what with them? Putting them on their cars?
And they're putting them on their cars.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Look, there's a trend for everything, though. I mean, I was behind.
You have plastic guard in your Challengers? Me too.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. I was behind a Honda Odyssey the other day.
Okay.
That has the Japan styling pipe on it.
I know what you're talking about.
Sticking out way off the side.
Does he still have the wrap on the pipe?
No, I don't know, but I don't think. But
Okay.
he had it was sticking out like 4 foot out off the back of it, up in the air. If you guys, if you're a car person, you got to know what I'm talking about now.
Especially if you're around the Virginia car scene, you know
right? Or if you
is.
picked up any Japanese car magazine, every Japanese car has like 4 foot of pipe sticking off the back of it, like hugely off the back of it. It's just it's been a culture for many years over in Japan. Now all of a sudden, within about the last year and a half, you're seeing cars locally starting to run around with them. Yeah, so but yeah, and it's funny because they were sticking out so far that when I pulled up next to him, that I actually moved over a little bit because he could have touched my truck with his pipes, and I was in the next lane over. So
and this is just a cosmetic thing.
no. It is an exhaust pipe. There's exhaust actually running out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
having
it that
no,
length.
there's no advantage to it or anything.
No.
Yeah, just totally. For
It's
looks.
just a look cool.
A statement.
So there's the one thing for you. So there's one topic that we talked about, right? I told you I had a couple of them in the news. So here's the other one. I want to say this was last week or the week before because I always forget when it is. You guys know I forget very easily. So obviously for reasons. All right. Remember I told you that trucks and the popularity of trucks are still very strong, and then the number one vehicle driving was the Suburban.
The Chevy Suburban.
And I told you that just trucks in general are just still very, very strong sellers and still very popular.
And now girls are actually driving them rather than cars.
Right. And then I also told you guys that I wouldn't be surprised because there had been rumors about a convertible truck possibly coming out. Remember I told you about a convertible truck?
Toyota?
I told you that I thought Ford was going to be the one. Well, they actually submitted a patent for a convertible truck.
Where are they going to store the top?
Well, it'll probably be electric fold down. I would think it would be.
But where's it going to? I mean,
well, think about it.
In a truck, you already have a toolbox.
You already have the bed where usually a toolbox will be, so you just make a little space right there for it to fold down right there.
That makes sense.
You'll probably have it tuck underneath the toolbox.
Probably what you'll do is you'll do like an 8-foot bed, and just it'd be actually a 6-foot bed with that extra space lost to where the.
But envision that. Envision a pickup truck as like envision yours,
right? And
just slice the top right off.
That'd be cool.
And imagine how that would look.
That'd be cool.
It actually probably look pretty cool.
That'd be extra.
I wouldn't do it, but it probably look pretty cool. Maybe I wouldn't do it because if it didn't execute well, then I was just stuck with it.
I'm just trying to imagine how a convertible pickup truck.
Convertible hardtop would be
convertible
really cool.
hardtop.
Convertible hardtop
awesome.
would be pretty cool.
Well, now you need more space to store the hardtop.
No, hardtop will go in the same space as a regular convertible top would go in.
But if it's a hardtop, that would look sweet, especially on a truck.
I just don't know if the true truck guy
would like it.
The hardcore truck guy like myself that actually uses his truck like as a truck probably wouldn't like it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but think about it. Now when you're loading up the back bed of the truck, if you're worried about shattering out a window, put the top down. The brick will just lay in the
Oh,
seat.
you mean like when someone's helping you load your truck and they're throwing things in the back of your truck and they take
Why
your
do you
back
think I said
window
it
out?
that way?
Right, yeah. And then they try to convince you that what did you do?
What did you do? What do you mean?
When you clearly know it wasn't you? Yeah. Yeah, I've had that one pulled on me. That's what he's talking about. Loading up the back of the truck. The window pops. You hear the poosh. And then somebody goes, what did you do? And you're like, no, dude, I know that was you.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah. I've had that one pulled on me.
I have too.
Oh, you popped the back window of a truck?
Yeah,
Did you?
I've done it.
Yeah, it sucks when it happens.
It's a long
It's never
time
been
ago,
front.
but
I mean, it's never been back. It's always I've busted a front window before, but that was by accident with a baseball.
what made it bad was my father's truck.
Well, yeah, it was my truck, and the kids did it to me.
We were loading firewood into it, and we were throwing it in, and I threw it a little too hard.
That's
Boom.
Same situation. Exact same situation.
So you know the same problem we have going on that hasn't been fixed after we talked about it?
What's that?
If you don't know how to drive a trailer, you shouldn't drive a trailer.
This happens everywhere. See, and I've talked about this before we come to express. I don't understand why U-Haul rents trailers to people that have no idea how to drive a U-Haul trailer.
Because they don't care. They want you to rent the trailer, give them the money, and they're done with it.
And they should be held liable for renting it to you.
No, they
Why
shouldn't.
not?
No, because you made the decision to rent it.
Oh, come on now. And you allowed me to take it knowing I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, then...
They're just Mr. Krabs.
Do you remember? Okay, so I remember, real quick, I remember when U-Haul... like literally had to are you sure you know how to drive this? There was a lot more caution taken.
What do you want them to do? You want to run a trailer from U-Haul? You have to take a test.
Just around the cone in the parking lot, kind of like general familiarization test or something would be nice. Yes.
If you were smart and you'd never towed a trailer, then renting a U-Haul is not the way you learn to drive with your first one.
Right. You're absolutely right. That's ding, ding, ding. That's the magic answer.
Well, I would have anaugh sense to know that.
Well, common sense is obviously really expensive because it's more sense than people have in their pocket.
True.
There you go. And on that note, I'm going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I got more stuff in the news for you. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know, that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons, Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio. Hey, so here's some stuff for you guys. Here's one that will make you kind of interesting. So I got into a conversation with one of my engineering friends who works for one of the manufacturers, and I told him I wouldn't go into what manufacturer. So we talked about this a while back on a bigger platform, but I was kind of figuring I want to see what your guys' take was on this a little bit. Remember how we were talking about bulletproof vehicles?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, we've had this conversation.
Armoring.
And that they were going to get cheaper?
They were going to get cheaper. So we're going to step away from that for a second. But what if I told you the manufacturers were thinking about doing just stock bulletproof glass on cars?
How much more is it going to cost me?
I didn't get a cost. Didn't get a confirmed 100% that this will happen. But I got this had come up in conversation.
I could see it as an option, but I don't know why they would want to do something like that standard.
I could see it standard, and the reason is not only is it for a safety feature due to guns, but it'll be another safety feature during crashes.
Well, you know what? It makes me think about you. Every now and then you hear about a group of people that have decided to go up on the overpass and throw bricks or rocks or whatnot.
And that's why I said a safety feature. Or when you get into a crash, the number one thing is mostly the windows break because you had your windows up during the time.
So as a whole,
I get it.
Okay, right. So you took a little window on my sail. So you guys hit
every single spot.
You guys hit everything spot without me having to tell you why.
Yep,
basically, looking just at strength in general on windshields, which just then takes you to such a strength level that you could get to the level of bulletproof glass just in the strength level by making things just for the fact because of different weird incidents that happen, projectiles that have flicked up on the road from other vehicles and have hit the windshield and come through the windshield. If you do a stronger glass, then you don't have that worry. But then the strength level has to be at what? Well, at that point, it's almost at bulletproof range, a ballistic range, I guess is what you call it. So
now my question is, will they let you put a different glass in it?
No, it would be at that point it would become a safety feature and it'd just be a standard glass that would be in it. Yeah. Why would you want for weight or what?
I'm thinking about when the glass do break, people are now going to complain that glass is going to cost them like $1,000 to replace.
Well, and here's the thing. So, yes and no. Do you remember when dot matrix became available on glass and all the dot matrix on glass made the glass really expensive?
Yep.
Well, when it became commonplace, then the price fell out of it.
Okay.
So if everybody does
bulletproof, then the glass should go back down.
It should go back down just because it becomes commonplace. No different than flat screen TVs used to be $8,000, and then once it became commonplace, now you buy one at Walmart for a nice one for $500. You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Supply and demand. You know what I mean? It's just
and then
one
when
of those
Black
things.
Friday comes around, everybody goes.
Everybody goes ballistic and gets one for $199.
Let's go camp out in the parking lot for 8 hours.
Only 8 people.
8 hours, really? You can get there. I'm thinking like 20 hours. You don't see the people that are there 6 days before. For Thanksgiving.
I would never do it. I just.
I'm going to do it once.
I did it one time.
I'm going to have to do it once.
One time, I didn't camp out, but I went like 7 hours before, And then I learned that
Were you trying to get a TV?
no, I was trying to get a camera for the kids. Is what I was trying to get.
All right.
And so I went ahead. I
remember
snuck
that.
out of the house. No, you guys were sleeping. I snuck out of the house, and I went to a store that I won't say the name because it's not fair to them. And then I realized that it's not what it is. So I thought that if you wait in line, that it's just a free-for-all. The man who can move the quickest through the store, gets the deal if that's the deal he's going for. I always thought that's how it works. Just so if you guys know, that's not always how it works. I was misled. They hand out tickets. They come down the line. They're like, who's interested in the flat screen TVs? Because we only have 10. And they hand out 10 tickets, and that's it. If you're not 10 people in line and all those first 10 people want a TV, well, that's it. 10 TVs are gone.
They're trying to avoid a free-for-all.
And then they start at the beginning of the line again. They go, who's here for the 5 cameras we have to give away? Well, of course, the first 10 people want those 5 cameras, too. And if they go, well, who was here for the, say, DVD players back then? Who wants the 20 DVD players we have on the hot sale? Well, of course, the first 10 people want the DVD. So before you know it, only the first 10 people in line get every good deal there is.
Yeah.
And the rest of the people that are 10 back don't get anything. Or they only get all the junky stuff that nobody really wants anything that's
Sounds
on sale.
unfair, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't realize, and that was the last time I ever did it, because that's just how they ran it. And I was just like, wow, okay, so I just stood in line for 6 hours, for...
I'm just a weird old soul. I won't stand in line for anything.
I did it.
I
Like I
don't
said,
like
it took me
Black
one
Friday.
time to realize how... Maybe that's not how every store did it, but the store that I stood in line at, that's how they did it,
I mean,
I was mad.
I won't even stand in line at a restaurant.
Because I wasn't smart enough to bring a chair.
See, I don't think about what.
Larry just broke something.
What in the world?
That was your spring.
The spring to the mic system just
don't
broke.
Spring to the mic system just broke.
I don't. No, it didn't break. It came off.
Well,
Well,
I
will
equivalent
fix
that
it
to
after
breaking.
I will fix it after the show.
All right, so here's here's another one we've discussed. So this is don't fling it at me. I'm on the air. What are you doing?
It's not
So,
broken.
It's not broken. It just came off. I don't know. That's called broke. When you're live on the air and the whole mic system goes and comes apart,
It's not broken. It's just got to be.
it's
put
got to be
back
repaired.
on.
It's just got to be repaired.
Got to be put back on.
I told you guys, you cannot predict what's going to happen here in the studio. All right, so moving on.
Eagle Eye Cameron caught that.
Something else that we've talked about in the past. I'm going to address this, and I know this is kind of people find this funny, but there is some laughter to this, but there's also some seriousness to this as well. The stopping in traffic. We've talked about this before. So I was going down the road again. Speed limit on the freeway is 55, 65 miles an hour, depending on where you are, 70. And somebody they needed to be in the far left-hand lane. For whatever reason, they felt that they needed to be in that lane, which is the fast lane. And traffic was pretty tight in that lane. Now, I'm rolling 60. It's 55, and I was rolling about 60. And this lady wanted to be in that lane. For whatever reason, she wanted to be in that lane. And traffic's running about 60 miles an hour. Okay? This keeps happening, guys. That's the reason why I'm talking about it, because this is I've already seen 3 accidents from this.
I've seen,
and I've seen almost so many accidents because of it. Not accidents, but almost
and
accidents
they're
because
getting
of it.
deadly, y'all.
It's getting crazy. And I don't know when this started, because I never saw this happen until about a year and a half ago. I started seeing it happen regularly. She just stopped. She was in front of me, and she didn't come to a dead stop immediately, but she slammed on her brakes, and we went from 60 to 0 miles an hour on the freeway with cars behind me jamming on their brakes, trying to keep from hitting me. And she just stopped in the middle of the freeway so she could wait for the cars that were in the left-hand lane that were going flying by at 60 to finally clear up, so she could make what would be a left-hand turn into the fast lane and then continue to proceed on with traffic.
It's not how it's done.
It's the freeway. We're on the freeway. We were not talking about we're in regular lanes, which is what usually it happens to me all the time, like on Virginia Beach Boulevard or main roads. It happens all the time. People just come to a stop and they wait for traffic to go, and then they get over and proceed. It happens, which is really dangerous because it's 45 miles an hour in those lanes. This was on the freeway. And this keeps on happening, and I don't know when this phenomenon began, but it is happening more and more and more. Like I said, it really started happening about a year and a half ago, and I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if this was common in another state, and now it's happening all the time, and Cameron's having problems with something. I don't know what he's doing. He's messing with something online. So if he's having technical difficulties, let him go ahead.
If you guys cannot see the Facebook post on our page, give me 1 second. I'll be fixing that.
Okay. So anyway, so I'll go on. So like I said, if it's one of those things that you just are experiencing, and you guys can explain to me where this started from or why this is going on, please let me know where this started at, because, like I said, I watched cars like stop and slide behind me because we went from 60, like I said, down to 0 miles an hour, so she could turn on her blinker like she was making a left-hand turn to move over to the very next lane and then continue. So
that's going to kill somebody. At some point in time, if that continues to become a trend, that's going to kill people.
Like I said, it happens to me a lot, like on Virginia Beach Boulevard and all the other boulevards. It happens quite a bit. I haven't had it happen to me on the freeway like this. I've had people slow down to like 30 miles an hour and do it to me. I've never had somebody come to a complete stop on the freeway to make a left-hand turn into the very next lane and then continue on at 60 miles an hour.
I've not seen it, but you drive more than I do.
I just... insane. And like I said, we've addressed it a couple different times. I told you I started seeing this phenomenon more.
I remember it coming up.
And now it's just like, if I drive, every time I get behind the wheel of the vehicle, now I'm watching it happen every time I get behind the wheel of the vehicle.
If you're talking about it, I figure it's happening frequently.
It is. And I just don't know. And everybody's like, oh, and people, I tell people about it, and they kind of laugh at me about it. And I'm like, no, man, really, like, I know you... I can kind of laugh with you, like, yeah, man, it's crazy, but it's beyond crazy anymore. Now it's like, holy cow, what in the world's going on? Like, somebody's going to seriously get hurt. I mean, like, really get hurt. And I wish I could tell you it's one type of driver that's doing it, but it's like I see all different, from young to old to, mid-30s. I just see people doing it. So
no excuse for the old people doing it.
Alrighty, so I got the Facebook comments back up. I'm so sorry about that. Daniel is saying that should be a reckless driving ticket and more, not normal.
Agreed.
Catherine Fornes says, hello, and Daniel also says, what's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, man? Like I said, it's... I agree with you. Should be a reckless driving ticket. But the problem with it is there's never a police officer around when it happens.
I know.
Well, I'll give you a for instance. So, I told you guys. I know I'm a little over on commercial break. So hold on a second. I was letting you get your side fixed. I told you about the 2-foot 2-step. I've told you guys about that before. You know what I call that's the drunk driving, trying to creep home in the middle of the night. I was behind one. 2 weeks ago or whatever, and creeping home, and we both went right by the police officer. He was blacked out on the side of the road. I stopped, turned around, got the police officer's attention. By the time the police officer listened to what I had to say, because he's like, oh, I can't hear you, and I had to turn my truck off so I could talk to him. I don't know how he couldn't hear, but by the time he actually heard what I had to say and decided to go after him, he was long gone, nowhere to be found. Yeah. Now I followed behind him for like 7 miles with him, bounced off the curb twice, back into the lane, and I didn't dare try to go around him. There was 2 lanes. I wasn't trying to go around him because I like my truck too much. But and I stayed behind him. And I watched him drift back and forth between 2 lanes. Like I said, he bounced off the curb, literally bounced off the curb and back into the lane and stuff. So I stopped talking to the police officer. But by the time I talked to the police officer, he took off, and of course I pulled him behind him, and I kept the speed limit. But we came down to the intersection, and I saw him sitting at the intersection looking both ways, trying to figure out which way did the vehicle go. And I'm like, oh, he's long gone now. You're never going to find him. So it's just funny how it happens. So, yeah, if you're one of those people doing that crazy maneuver, just so you know, it's not a maneuver. It's
stupid.
Endangerment.
Yeah, right, exactly. So on that note, let me take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I got a weird one for you guys, and somebody really has to explain this one to me, too. And this one has a little funny to it and a little bit of grossness to it, too. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons, Incorporated.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cotman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pilach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio. Hey, so I told you I had a weird one for you. Now, I'll pre-warn you guys, because I try to pre-warn everybody. This is one of those weird ones, so if you find gross things, I don't know.
How's the ads on the radio go? It goes, "This is a parental advisory for 18 and plus years old."
No, it's not. No, because I don't have anything that's ever like that.
But that's how the radio goes.
I just pre-warn people sometimes. So I feel like we've all had this conversation probably personally, but we've never had it on the air.
On the air, yeah.
So, but this came up this week. Somehow this came up.
He doesn't know what it's about.
Right, he doesn't, because I haven't filled him in. You and I
know what it's about.
So, we've all been on road trips. We can all agree upon that here in the room. We've all been on road trips.
Yes.
And all you out there in listening land, you guys have been on road trips as well. And I've been informed before that pulling over on the side of the road and doing your business is natural.
To some people.
Yep, there's no gas station nearby.
See, I was waiting for the one who's always guilty to chime in. I was baiting him. I was waiting. So
I saw it
the one who's
coming.
guilty. And I'm not saying that I haven't, okay? Because, I've sometimes you've been out in the middle of nowhere and you have to. But there's levels of limits, okay? So this last week I got into a conversation because I told you guys I belong to a lot of different forums, which I talk about a lot of different things online, which leads to conversations here on the radio show. Now, there's only certain things I'm going to do on the side of the road. And obviously you guys can imagine there's only two to choose from, and I'm only going to do the number one. But apparently it's socially acceptable to do the other, apparently.
Well, it is in San Francisco.
What?
You're still making yourself guilty.
What?
I mean,
No.
how would you know?
How would you know that?
Number one. And number two, have you been to San Francisco?
No.
Okay.
So
But
then
I
how
can-
do you know that?
Because I can read and I can see videos
What, you watch some videos? What are you talking about?
of people doing number 2 in San Francisco and L.A.
Why are you watching videos of this?
It's on the news.
What?
It's,
I'm so
I get the feeling
right
we're not
now.
even. I get the feeling that we were on the same thing talking about something, and now I've veered off into something that makes no sense, and I don't know how I got there.
Yeah, I don't know how you got there either, but I'm so intrigued for some reason. So,
No,
are we
Cameron's gotta
talking
write
about
it
are we
down.
talking about number ones and number twos?
Yeah, number 2 is what I assume to be number 2.
Okay, right. And it's legal to do that on the side of the road in San Francisco?
They've been doing it for years.
What?
Yes, you didn't know that?
No.
How can you avoid the jokes?
I don't know, but I don't know why I didn't know
Okay,
this.
we're talking about the same thing.
Okay, so
That's what they're doing in San Francisco.
Are they
and
really? And they're recording it on the news?
They're doing it not only there, but they're doing it in Colorado.
What? Why?
Because they can. Nobody cares. They've gone straight to
They just,
straight to you know where.
oh, we were about to go somewhere.
You did not know.
No, because I never would. Like I never
know,
do that.
Of course, we never would.
I hope you guys are following along.
We're talking about this because we thought it was weird.
No, not thought. It's weird.
weird.
I would never. No, I would never.
It's weird, but I mean, I've heard President Trump make references to it
Okay, so that does that
about what they're doing. You know,
that doesn't make it right either.
Supposedly, they're doing it right down the street from Nancy Pelosi's mansion.
Our point
This is you don't find this weird?
Of course, I do. I find it just ridiculous and it's just absurd.
I just don't understand. Okay, so here's the thing. So I got in a long conversation this week about this, the weirdest conversation ever, and people are like, "Oh yeah, I do it all the time." I'm like, "Why? Like, why not just stop at a gas station or pull into a Walmart or something?" They're like, "Well, you're on a road trip. You just, it's just easier to pull off on the side of the road and just go." And I'm like, "Why not a rest area or a stop?" They're like, "Well, no, I mean just," and I'm like, so then I asked the dumbest question ever, and I was like, I don't know why I asked this, but I was like, "Well, what do you wipe with?" And they're like, "Well, I got toilet paper in the car." And I went, so then I said, "So you pre-planned this?"
Yeah, they carry it.
Because if you have toilet paper in the car, it means you pre-planned this to happen. They're like,
You've already socially accepted that it's going to happen.
That's going to
you.
happen. And they're like, "Well, yeah, of course." And I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I'm
Don't leave home without it.
I told you we were going to get weird. I just because it still mystifies me,
Well,
and it's
you're
still very weird.
You're the ringleader.
I am. I started it, but I did not start the conversation this week. I just got dragged into it in one of the forums.
Okay.
But just the fact that so many people were like, "Well, yeah, Dave, this is normal. I'm like, no, this is not normal. But they just kept on insisting, so I just wanted to see what you guys thought. On that note, guys, guess what? This Saturday's over. It's in the record book. It is time for me to get out of here. It has not started raining yet, although it is cloudy as can be. I'm hoping we're going to keep the rain off. It is still a good day for a car show. Take your kids to one. There's hot rods all over town driving. I saw them all the way on the way in, even after I left the Cars and Coffee. We had a good time out there. DIY, thanks for supporting us with some monsters and some cupcakes today. You guys enjoy your Sunday. Turn off the TV, unplug, spend some time with your kids. Take them to a car show. They'll love you for it. We're out of here, and I'll talk to you soon.